Hello everyone. I thought I would take just a moment to give a little bit of an update of what's going on with my channel and with what's going on. Things have been rather quiet. There haven't been any build videos for a few weeks now, and I apologize for that. I did mention that there was a move coming up and that was going to cause some break-in things. I'm still doing the 3D metal model news videos on Friday, and I've had one kind of unexpected update video, some interesting news coming out, which I'm kind of hoping will continue in the future. There's kind of established a little bit of a connection that I didn't have before, and I've getting some information a little bit prior to what the general public, and I'm hoping that that'll continue, so there may be some more kind of news break videos in the future. We'll just see how it plays out. But the build videos have kind of stifled, and that's because of the move, and I knew that it was possible that this was going to take quite a while before I got set back up, but I didn't want to verbalize that and put it in stone, because sometimes when you say a bad thing's going to happen, you find a way to make it happen whether you want to or not. I wanted to be positive and hope that things can get back in order. But the reality is this move has been a very big deal. And I'm pretty sure I've mentioned in the past in some of my update videos, I wasn't just living alone. I wasn't just living with me and a kid or me and a girlfriend. I had roommates. And those roommates we were all working to help each other with different health issues and work together to form kind of a chosen family. And it's what's helped me through my heart transplant and a lot of the issues that I have. And I'd like to think that I've helped them out as well with some of their issues, but it's come to a point where it was time to split back into separate households, and that's what we've done. But we're also, most of us have a bit of a hoarding capacity in us, and there was a lot of stuff to go through, and things didn't go as smoothly as we had hoped. A lot of things have gone into storage, and it's just been kind of a jumbled mess, and the house is overcrowded right now with too much stuff, and things need to be organized, and it's just, I mean, in general, the move is a nightmare. So it's taken its time for me to get set back up. The unfortunate thing is all of my stuff is going into the basement, as I usually do, because I can set that up as a studio how I want it. One of the problems is there's a lot of extra stuff down in the basement because we're holding on to things of my roommates that were going to get their own house who don't have their own house because it didn't get vacated as expected. So there's a delay there. It's causing my house to be crowded. I'm not complaining, but it is what it is, and it's made it a little more difficult for me to get set up in the basement. Plus, it's just been a lot of time consumed taking care of different things. I've had to build a shed to house some of my stuff behind this house, which has taken time. Didn't have a washer and dryer, but I've managed to acquire a washer and dryer, but they needed fixing. Fortunately, I'm very handy and good at fixing things and was able to fix them very inexpensively, which saved me a lot of money, but time is money, and that goes in so many different ways. It took time out of my schedule to fix them so I can have clean clothes. Little things like that really add up. They're starting to come together. I've shown a picture on social media of how crowded the basement was, and it actually got worse after that picture. Now it's starting to get better. Now things are starting to come together. I've got some shelving coming in the mail in the next day or two from Amazon, hoping to get things more organized. Also, one of the issues that I've run into is that the basement has very limited outlets. And I have a lot of stuff to plug in. I have a whole computer set up to plug in. I need access for my lighting, for my camera to be able to charge. It's got a battery, but the battery's not going to last for a build. It needs to be plugged in and charging. I usually have a monitor to monitor what my camera is recording so that the monitor is at face level, and that needs a place to be plugged in. Lighting, as I've already said, 3D printer needs to be plugged in and set back up. So my plan has been to add to that. And one of the problems was having the room to actually work to add to. The other problem was I have a lot of the stuff. I have outlets, I have boxes, I have wire. It's all packed up in storage. I found it. Just the other day I found it. So things are slowly starting to come together. I've got some stuff laid out. I've got a plan. I need to get a breaker to add. I'm just going to add another breaker to the box and run a new line so it's completely on its own, because there is the possibility that I've got some woodworking tools that may end up being plugged in from time to time as I make things. But anyway, I've got a few outlets I want to run. I still need to set things up. I was hoping to find some time to use a local library to work on some videos and still be able to do some editing. I got a little bit of work done that day didn't go so well, and was hoping to come back this past week, but then it was just all of these little things at home that I needed to take care of coming up. Fun, my rearview mirror fell off my car and took a chunk of the glass out of it, so I've got to get that replaced, and I had a day set aside to do that, but the glass replacement windshield showed up at the shop broken, so we had to reschedule, and it's just life. That's life. And I'm rolling with the punches, but I wanted to give an update. You know, this is where I'm at. We're working on getting back to a position where I can start making these videos again and start doing more like what I used to do. And I've got to get some things set up, but I'm a lot closer now than I was before. So here's the state of things. You see in the basement, everything's just, you know, I've got the desk set up, I've got the table there, but it's got boxes on it because I've got to unpack this stuff, and the shelves, when they come, are going to help in that a whole lot. I've got the toolbox back in the corner because I no longer have a garage, and though I have a shed, it's not really suitable for this toolbox, and that's, well, I want that to be in a more secure location. So I've also got to figure out where I'm going to film it down there and how I'm going to set that up. I was very happy to get rid of the green screen. I did green screen for a while so that I can have an interesting backdrop. But then I set up my shelves and I had that. I'm hoping to do that again, but that's going to take even more time. So there may be some more green screen in my future. Maybe I don't know what I'll do. Maybe I'll just set up a few models on a simple shelf. I still got to work that out. But the important thing is to get that table set up, the outlets in, so that I can plug up my equipment, start recording. It would be a lot easier to record at home in my basement than to take time to go to the library and work on their schedule and travel. And yeah, so I'm working on it. Working back to that direction, but I wanted to give an update to kind of let you know what's going on. And I will try to give more updates in the future. A lot of that is just lack of time. I've been so busy trying to get things settled so that I can get back to a point of being productive. I still have some 3D metal model tools for sale. I did manage to build up a bit of an inventory before I did a move, so I still have some inventory. I know I usually put in the Etsy page that things are technically printed on demand, though I did build up several different colors or several different versions of the tools so that I can continue to have some stuff available if you need something. So if you're wanting to buy a tool set, I still have some stuff out there. The colors may get a little bit limited until I get my printer set back up, but hopefully that will not be much longer. As always, thank you for watching and thank you for your support. There's more updates to come. I've already started working on the Iron Throne from Game of Thrones, but I ran into a bit of an issue and didn't have time to solve and had to leave the library. So hopefully I'll be able to get back to that soon and we can start putting videos out again. As always, thank you for watching and keep on keeping on.